Perfect. Anyway, I just wanted to just thank you again for taking the time to meet with us. And all I wanted to do is just kind of get a sense of if you can just share with us, because it's very important for us to understand what's working so that we can create the same type of stories and we get more of these type of, really beautiful connections. So if you could just tell us a little bit about how did you find each other? Just tell us your story a little bit, please.
Okay. I had just ended a really, really bad relationship,
Okay.
um, marriage actually. And I was really down in the dirt. And my sister's boyfriend told me to try this app. I've heard about it. It's pretty cool. I was very stubborn. He just downloaded it on my phone and he's like, just do it, just do it. And I was like, what is this? There's like a calibration process where it tries to get a sense of what you're looking for.
Okay.
And I just sat there for like almost 2.5 hours, just like, no, 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 no. And then I was ready to give up several times because it legitimately was like over 2 hours.
When you're saying over 2 hours, when you were looking at different pictures for over 2 hours,
Yeah,
just to
it
try to
was trying
figure.
to get a sense of your taste or whatever the calibration process is.
Right. So
And I was
you
looking for
went
something
through the
very,
training process, right?
yeah,
It's like going through the training process. Okay.
yeah. So it was actually over 2 hours. Like
Wow.
maybe it was crazy because they were like, that didn't take that long for me. And other people were saying it doesn't take that long. I don't know. And then at the end of it, I got like one match. And so I was like, okay, it's a long shot, whatever. I'll message her. Um, and then yeah, I mean, there's like the distance. Things started off pretty interesting because the culture difference. Luckily, there's not a language difference too much. But yeah, it just went from there. We started talking every single day, video chatting every day, several hours. Now we're engaged. I went
That's
down there
so
to visit her.
amazing. Wow. But what would you say that's different about this app versus any other the other apps that you've tried? What was the reason why this time it worked out, in your favor? Can you attribute it to one specific thing?
Okay, I can definitely say that the calibration process is very interesting and it's very novel. And I think a lot of other apps don't have that. And the features that I was looking for are not very like generic. It's not like I like redheads, um, but it really did kind of pick them out, like some kind of intangible quality that I guess the algorithm picked up on, which I don't think you would be able to even break down and describe yourself. So that's probably the biggest benefit of this app. And I was not a believer until, well, now.
Excellent, excellent. And then if we can get your fiance's point of view on this, and what was it like for you?
For me,
Yes.
it's really a different app because there's a way for you to choose who are you going to in contact to, like getting to know what your taste looks like. So you can be, it's like you will have like choices with limited people. Unlike the other dating apps that it's a vast majority of people. So there there will be like a limited choices for you. They will just show in there and then there. So that was the time I met him. That time I'm just waiting for my premium account to get expired.
Uh-huh.
Then message me. Then the next day a response. So there you go.
Okay. So that sounds so at what point did you know that he was the one? Did you know that right away, or at what point did
No,
you
not yet.
what's
Because
that?
I'm so not yet. I'm so
Okay.
used to some guys trying to fool you, but I don't know. But with him, it's like talking. I mean, talking in something that are specific. Like, what are you really up to? Because there's some trying to fool you, but not in a specific way. It's like no intention at all, but just dating or whatever. But with him, just kept on talking about marriage and stuff. And I'm like, okay, what is really up to? Because not all would talk about marriage stuff really like in genuine way. So we're just talking and talking, and then I'm like, okay. It's like I'm also testing him at the same time. He's testing me, but the way we're talking and talking and then trying to engage in the conversation until I'm like, okay, we have some other accounts we can talk. And then we were talking and getting to know each other every day, every single day, until I'm like, okay, all of this, all of the qualities are like as far as I know this, there's no red flag until it's just like I guess 2 weeks that we got official.
So
It's
what
like
would
few
you
months ago.
yes, so what would you tell to other people, like if you were to recommend the app, how would you like what's the, like I said, what's the difference for you with this app versus all the other apps that you may have tried or may have used in the past? What's
It's
different
a
about the Iris app?
there's a difference in Iris app in a way that you will be connected, not exactly connected, but there will be like a limited choices for you. So it will be easy for you to choose. Unlike in the other app, there will be a lot. There's some who's like there's a red flag, green flag. Then it will be hard for you to choose.
It's an endless
There's a
sea.
lot of choices.
So what I'm hearing from you guys, Daniel, from you too, seems like what I think was um a, different for you and positive for you was the fact that instead of sifting through like millions of different pictures, once the app recognizes and learns your preferences, right? Once you go through that training process where the artificial intelligence learns about your preferences, then it almost like it does the job for you, right? Because it goes through and tell me what's your view on that?
I'm not sure exactly how the algorithm works. I suspect just because of how, I mean, you must understand, I had like 6 other apps, and I was just down in the dumps, sifting through endless profiles of people that just have no intention of anything real, substantial, marriage, kids. It's just like they just want to screw around. Um, and that goes for guys and girls. It's just that's how everybody is these days. Um, I suspect that the app picked up on something beyond physical appearance. I think it picked up on perhaps personality traits. I can't exactly say how you would quantify that, but I do know there is some correlation between, I don't know, maybe your eyes, your face shape, stuff like that, and personality traits. And it really just hit the nail on the head. I mean, it was a bullseye. We
Wow,
have all of the same values. Um, I mean, she's an artist. I'm a musician. We have we're both very curious about things. I'm a huge nerd. So is she. So it's hard to believe that it was just superficial,
well, the
appearance based.
artificial intelligence is basically is set up to find the true attraction, because what we believe in is like we think to find mutual attraction is very rare, extremely rare to find mutual attraction, because it's usually one-sided. It's one person liking the other person more. So what I think is so different about Iris is that the artificial intelligence is capable of finding mutual attraction, but like you said, it's looking for true attraction, not just sexual attraction, which is like lust, not attachment, which is like the friend cuddly hormone, cuddly type of
Yeah.
attraction. It's looking for that particular true attraction, and you're absolutely correct. It looks for from, and then I didn't know this by the way, because apparently the most important thing for a true attraction is your facial features, and then with
Yes.
and then the way I guess the way it's arranged, and distance between your eyes and the nose and the mouth and whatever. So your facial features are really really important, and it apparently dates back thousands of years, and and how your parents and your parents' parents and their parents had chosen their potential their spouses has an effect on how you find somebody attractive and why you find somebody attractive, believe it or not. So
Yeah.
this AI recognizes all this, goes through all this, and like you said, it is able to find that one true one. And I would say definitely I agree with you. One of the best things about this app is that it hopefully, like for a lot of other people, it saves you time, because it can be very frustrating to sift through like millions and millions of pictures and read about them and read through their you know uh, attributes and their characters traits and their likes and dislikes. I just think it's such a huge waste of time, and I think this app is able to cut that down, I think, drastically.
I think two things. So one, yeah, I think like physiognomy and your face shape, I mean, we know some of these things already. We take them for granted. Things like your jaw shape, right? Your jawline might be an indicator of things like testosterone, and you might be attracted to certain things like that. Some people be like facial hair, some people don't like facial hair. And these are all like things that are beyond superficial makeup and haircut. You're talking about like genetics. Um, I think your AI is a little more sophisticated than even you guys probably realize, because this
And
was
it's
like a,
learning every day. That's
yeah.
really,
Is it self-learning?
I think it just gets better and better every day, and I think the founder of the company is very aware of, we're taking in a lot of the user experience into consideration, and a lot of the suggestions are being taken into consideration. And so yeah, the app is changing and it's getting better and better, like you said,
I
literally
The only
by the day.
suggestion I would say is for people like me with very, very specific tastes that on other apps we're sifting through a sea of people that, I mean, there's people that are really like showing a lot of skin and just very revealing. They just the party girls and stuff. To me, that's like a turnoff. For a lot of other people, they would love it. I mean, it's like, you do you. But rather than sifting through all of that, this had it more on the front end where it really took the time to calibrate correctly. I would just say maybe have a message saying, don't give up. Like this
That's
isn't a
amazing.
bug.
Like,
It's
yes,
taking two
don't give up.
hours, but
But Daniel, can you just, I'm just curious. It's just like it's so incredible for me, because I hope this becomes one of our best and first stories that we can showcase how this really can work. Um, when you saw her picture first, what went through your mind? What was your what was your um what was your feelings and first reaction when you first saw her picture?
okay. So I'm a little bit of a weird person, but
Uh-huh.
for me, it it's all in the eyes. It is absolutely all in the eyes. The eyes are the first thing I noticed. The eyes are the thing that the algorithm picked up on. It didn't pick up on skin color. It didn't pick up on hair color. It didn't pick up on any of those other things. I think it was just eyes and temperament. Um, I think it may have picked up on like a sense of imagination. I was sifting through her pictures and I was like, okay, I think I get her. She seems creative, a little bit adventurous. She seems sharp. I don't know how you would really quantify that. You could look at somebody's face and they're sharp. They're on it, you know, maybe educated, maybe not educated, but they're with it, you know? And yeah, it's very hard. I don't know how you would quantify that.
And at what point did you know, okay, this is the one? Like, I'm curious. At what moment did you realize, okay, this is the one, she's the one?
I had a very like questionnaire of sorts. I was like, here are these different situations. I mean, right off the bat, immediately, I was like, I'm looking for a serious relationship, potentially marriage. I'm not looking for anything else. If you're not, then best part ways now. Just because I mean, we only have so much time, right? And it's like if we're not looking for the same end goal, what's the point of this journey together, right? I don't really get this whole endless dating, 10, 12 years of dating. It's like, do you know or do you not know? But so I think as I went over a lot of scenarios and talking about her values and how she was raised and talking about how I was raised, my values, stuff like that, my views, I found that we had a lot in common, despite being on actually the opposite ends of the earth, which was so fascinating to me.
Did you have a
Um,
chance to meet each other?
yes, we did. I flew out there.
Uh-huh.
I think that's when I knew it was real. I mean, it's real, but when things are virtual and they're on video and they're on, messages and pictures. It's not the same. But when you get there and you're that voice in the back of your mind, like, is this actually real? Is this like a catfish? You know, and everything was the same, if not better. That's when I knew. And that's when I proposed.
That's
So I was like, that was
amazing.
the one thing I was waiting for. It's like, is this real in person? Or is there going to be some variable that he didn't account for that's going to change the dynamic in person? Is there going to be some kind of weird, you know, energy there?
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And the only other question I would say is you just sort of touched on it, but like for all other people out there who are having difficulty, not necessarily maybe with this app, but maybe other apps, but they're like frustrated, what would your message be? If they were to download Iris app, what would your message be for them to whether it's expectations or whether it's anything else? What would you say to them?
I would say I am really, really picky. And after over 2 hours, there was indeed someone for me. They were on the opposite side of the planet, but there was someone there for me. So there will be for you as well. The only thing I would say is do not compromise on your calibration process. If it's a maybe, it's a no. Go with your gut reaction. If they do not attract you on some core level that you're not even really consciously aware of, it's a no. Just stick to it. Trust yourself, trust your instincts, and only swipe yes if it's really a yes. And it might
Amazing.
take 2 hours, but here you go.
And what about you, Rosellen? What is your message for people, maybe ladies or women or just people in general out there? What would your message or advice be to people who are just starting out with the app?
First thing I've learned is patience. It will take few hours. Depends on how picky are you or how. So, first is the standard. I mean, before I've been thinking that I'm having a very high standard until I experienced that okay, there's still someone that will climb the wall you built. So never settle for less because there will be someone that will uh, swim or dive with that standard of yours. It's not always that you get hurt. I mean, it's part of the reality. You get hurt, you get pain. That's part of growing up. So have to be patient. You just have to go through because nothing will work if you don't work hard and then you don't have patience in getting those things.
Thank you so much. Thank you again, both of you, for sharing your story with us. We wish you all of the best. We wish you good luck. Stay in touch. Daniel, when should we expect like a wedding invitation? I want to be invited to the wedding.
Well, right now we are dealing with visa issues.
Okay.
Um, More than likely, I'm going to fly down there for the
Okay.
wedding because it's a
Mm-hmm.
nightmare bringing her here.
Okay.
Um,
Are you
and
based in LA? Where are you located?
I used to live in LA. Now I'm in Indianapolis.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and she's in Philippines.
Okay.
Pretty
But
interesting.
any idea about when the wedding would be? Have you set a date yet?
I mean, I'm hoping within this year.
Okay. Let
So
us know. Let us
assuming all the
know. We want to be
requirements
part of
and
it.
immigration stuff, visa stuff all goes well, yeah, we're
Uh-huh.
looking at possibly this year. I don't like
Sounds great.
waiting for things. If you're certain, you're certain.
Yep. Sounds great. Sounds great. That's awesome. Stiranushan, do we have their phone numbers or email addresses so we can have a better chance of getting in touch, staying in touch with them?
Yeah, we have their email addresses.
Perfect. So, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we're doing all kinds of different events. So, just stay tuned because we would like to invite you to our next private retreat. We have all kinds of really, really cool events that we're organizing. For example, one of which is going to be this Saturday. which is April 8th at 12 p.m. New York time. I don't know what time it is for the Indianapolis, but we're going to talk about,
It's
I'm
Eastern.
sorry, let me just turn this off.
I believe it's the same time zone as
Is
Eastern.
it the same? Okay, perfect. So we're going to have a guest speaker with, hopefully it's going to be a, nice debate about love and attraction and what's more important, and the role of AI in love and finding the true love and true attraction. So it's going to be really fun. So
That sounds
I'm inviting both of you to attend.
pretty fun.
And
Is this
other than us,
virtual or is it in New York?
it's going to be on Zoom. So the Zoom link
Okay.
is on the event link. So we will send you, Cyrano, we have their email addresses, right? We'll send you the Zoom
Right,
link so
right.
you have it. You're more than
Mhm.
welcome to invite some of your friends if you want. We're also going to have, I believe we're going to have like a dating coach, a relationship coach there to tell us some, to give us some advice on like communication and things like that. So it's going to be very,
Hmm.
very fun. So hope to see you there. Do you
I
have
would
any
love
other
to.
questions for us or for me at all? Anything at all?
Um,
Questions?
nothing related to this, just a side note.
Yes.
I was wondering if you guys were Armenian. I noticed
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yes,
I
we
picked up
are.
on that. My last name is Rostamian.
Yes, we saw that too. So the founder of the company is Armenian.
Oh, would I tell my dad? He's gonna
Yes,
laugh.
he's gonna be so happy. He actually lives, he's located in, in New York. He lives in New York, but a big part of the team is located in Armenia. They're very, very dedicated,
Where?
hardworking,
Tehran, no,
warm-hearted,
Yerevan, right?
beautiful people.
Yeah,
And you know
right.
what? When we do our retreat in Armenia, I think our first in-person retreat is going to be in Armenia. Both of you are going to be coming. You're going to be our guests.
My family has actually this year and possibly next year, with COVID, has slowed down, but we've been thinking about going on vacation to Armenia.
Oh my God, you would love
So
it.
this is
Think of Switzerland. It's like a smaller version of Switzerland, and it's beautiful. It's so pretty. People are so hospitable. I go there a few times a year. I live in New York myself, and I can't tell you how much I love going to Armenia. I cannot even tell you. It's just that
and the
you
food,
cannot
right?
describe it. You have to go and experience it for yourself. But the most important thing I would tell you about the country is that people are so warm-hearted and so hospitable and so happy to have visitors, and it's just a beautiful country, definitely to be visited, definitely.
Absolutely. I'm actually really looking forward to that.
we
And the
will we
food
will
and the
organize it for you.
that sounds
Excellent, thank you
wonderful.
so much for your time, guys, both of you. Thanks a lot. We wish you good luck with everything, and let's stay in touch. Like I said,
Mhm.
let us know as soon as you set up the wedding date.
Okay,
All
will do.
right. Thank you. I'll see you on Saturday then, right? We're going to talk about the mysteries of attraction. We're going to decode the mysteries of attraction. So we'll see you Saturday.
You will definitely see me Saturday.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Bye.
You.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.